Hello and welcome to CorConvos, a semi-podcast, semi-video series presented weekly by CorDallas. We are your co-hosts, Laura Lawson,
I'm Bethany Brockenbeck.
and we wanted to create more opportunities to hear from our community about a number of things, from what you're excited to see from CorDallas, as well as to share some wisdom that we've picked up along our way.
For our first episode, we wanted to talk about our plans for TMEA as we start gearing up to head to San Antonio this week. So it looks like we're going to have 5 of our members attending the convention. So it's going to be you and me, Emily, Luke, and Justin. We're all really excited to learn a lot next week, and we wanted to share which sessions we're planning to attend. So hopefully some of the people listening will get some inspiration from our lists, or at least learn a little bit more about our members and their specialties.
Absolutely. And now that I'm thinking about it, if any of those sessions sound really interesting to you, we hope you'll keep an eye out for us and come say hello. We'd love to come talk to you about all things horn related, what we do with Cordalis, and just to get to know you and shake your hand.
Such a good idea. It would be so cool to see some of y'all there. And these are the sessions you'll find our members at.
So, Emily, one of my former students, who's also a staff member at our Cordalis Horn camps, she is a third year student at TCU and studies horn with one of our featured masterclass teachers, Heather Test. Emily will soon be venturing into her career as a music educator, and these are the sessions that she's excited to attend and learn more about. Rebecca Puckett's I studied instrumental music. You want me to teach choir? Erica Knapp's integrating Orff Schuleruk without using instruments. Fascinating. Julie Wynn's Keep Calm. It's a program season. Ashley Yarborough's Love and Literacy. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it seems like she's definitely aimed more towards elementary music. So those are definitely any of our elementary music teachers should be for those sessions also.
So, Emily, being a music ed student at TCU, she's mostly interested in elementary education, but another branch that you can look at is middle school music education. That's actually the exact field that one of our members, Luke, is in, and his wit and his knowledge make him such a high demand for appearances at all of our events, and he's particularly great at ensemble coaching. As a middle school band director in the Irving area, he's really looking forward to learning more at the following clinics.
Beginning band basics, build your band back better with Richard Cantor, survival guide for the director who wears many hats with Kevon Runnels. It's all about Culture 2.0. It starts with We by Jason Yuntz, which sounds like a really good one, and definitely like in his powerhouse of that like witty humor that he is really good at. And then finally, how to practice empowering and motivating progress at home, which is one that I wanted to go to, but it conflicts with another session. So I will totally have to meet up with Luke after the fact so that we can like compare notes. And I know someone else who would be really interested in this session is probably Justin, because he's also now a full-time music educator. Justin, of course, is our director of music library and technology. And this year he's been taking on a new role. He's now the music teacher at a school in Fort Worth, organizing a music program, I think from like the ground up, teaching students as young as 3 years old, all the way up to 8th grade, I'm pretty sure. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah.
I know he was thinking of 2 sessions, and these are coaching the choir, recruiting and motivating singers from Craig Ament, I believe it's pronounced, keeping your teaching priorities on track with Todd Clearwater, Thomas Harrington, and David Brandon. That one definitely sounds interesting for me. I could use a lot of help with personally.
Don't we all? With keeping your teaching priorities on track, it takes a huge level of time management. And I know Bethany is attending that session. Bethany, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience teaching and with CorDallas?
Absolutely. So I'm Bethany. I am a board member with CorDallas, one of my greatest privileges, and also the director of photography, which I get a lot of fun out of doing. I went to Texas Tech. I graduated almost 2 years ago, which is crazy to think about at this point. I am someone who will be attending Confessions of a Procrastinator, Time Management for Teachers with Elizabeth Peterson. That's just something that I want to get better about, and I know that that's going to be a really beneficial session to get some pieces of wisdom from. I'm also going to be attending Balancing Strength and Flexibility and Approaches to Teaching. And that one's going to be a panel of clinicians featuring Sally Bowles, Amanda Drinkwater, who I've looked up to for a long time, Jennifer Arbach, and Kim Shuttlesworth. I'm also going to Reimagining Concerts, Multidisciplinary and Tech Approaches, which is by Dr. Stephanie Reyes, who actually was my TA when I was in the treble choir at Texas Tech. She's done a whole lot of really interesting work about how to incorporate like visuals into concerts, and I'm really excited to learn more from her on that. And then my last session, probably the one I'm most excited to go to, is Tastemakers, a conversation on music with Jerry Junkin. Did you get a chance to see that session on there?
No, I didn't yet.
You know the show Hot Ones, where this guy interviews celebrities while they're eating really hot wings.
Oh my gosh, no.
There are episodes with like Jennifer Lawrence, and she's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" That
I know exactly what that is.
and Paul Rudd, he's like, "Who'd have thought we'd be here right now? Not me, that's for sure," or something to that effect. I think Shia LaBeouf has been on this show.
Oh my goodness.
Is that ringing any bells at all?
Yes, it is. Now, especially with the Jennifer Lawrence example.
Okay, well, obviously, I'm really excited to attend this one because it's going to be a Hot Ones edition interview of Jerry Junkin with one of his DMA candidates at UT, Weston Lewis. 10 a.m. on Friday morning, I will be there sharp. And those are my sessions that I'm really looking forward to going to.
Oh, heck yeah. And you inspired me because I didn't know about the balancing strength and flexibility by like the female power band directors, honestly, which I think is amazing. When I was in high school, Amanda Drinkwater was one of my judges for solo and ensemble contest. She wasn't as well known, and so
Yeah,
she built herself. Man, we were very lucky to have her there. So I might be attending that with you.
sure. Well, aside from those sessions, which ones were you planning on going?
Absolutely. So, my name is Laura. I'm the founder and president of CorDallas. I've had a music studio called Music Matters for about 10, 11 years, mostly just private lessons and master classes. And CorDallas added itself in there as a nonprofit for the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. And it's a lot of fun to try to figure out how to serve our students and our learners to the best that they need. So I can't believe we've already had horn camps for 5 years, and we've built a lot together as a board and as a community and as a group. And that's where we thrive. Speaking of which, I'm going to be attending the It Ain't Necessarily So, Sifting Through the Brass Dogma by Randy Adams. That's really interesting to me because there are a lot of directions that you could take from the brass world. And so being able to sift through some of those that are more effective than others is really kind of cool sounding. Podcasting, an entrepreneurial opportunity for musicians. How ironic. I go to that one when we're on our first episode.
Wow. I will definitely be joining you for that one too.
Hey. The unique needs of music educators. I read up on this one, and it's all about the mental health side of being an educator and what we actually need. So, yeah, that looks really interesting.
Mhm.
And 5A symphonic band rehearsals. One of our masterclass students, Megan, she made all state. She is from Lovejoy. She's in the 5A symphonic band. And so she came to our masterclass day. She came to a couple of our other events, and she's really excited. I'm excited to see
You
her in
should.
action. And that's going to be led by Nicholas Williams. So I bet she'll learn a lot.
For sure. Those sessions sound like they're going to be really fun, especially the podcasting one for CorConvos is going to be like really useful.
I know, right? Yours seem like a great time too. I hope we're going to see some friends and meet some new ones at these events.
Me too. And I love how all of our members, like I said, have their own specialties. So hopefully people listening heard at least one or two sessions that they're interested in going to. And so we'll totally have to do an episode when we get back about what sessions we attended and really, really liked, and like our little pieces of wisdom that we took away from them.
That sounds like such a good idea. And listeners, if you guys want us to discuss anything specific, just send us a message. You can find us at CorDallas on Instagram and at CorDallas Horns on YouTube. Well, if you're still with us, please stay tuned for our TMEA review episode, and hopefully we'll see you in San Antonio. Bye.
Bye.